Hello, everybody. Welcome to Apex Syndicates. John here. So just wanted to go on another live stream. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this. This is day 3. Starting to get my feel for it a little bit, but hope you're all doing well. And I really wanted to say thank you for tuning in. And if you are watching this, please do me the big favor. Make sure you give me some thumbs up, leave comments, share this around with your friends, anything you can do. We really want to make these live streams take off. And like I said, it helps the algorithm. If you guys give us a thumbs up, it takes you 2 seconds, not even a fraction. But anyways, hope you guys are all doing really well. So man, the markets today, what can you say? Everything that goes up must come down. So a little bit of correction today. It is what it is. It is the tangled web of crypto we live. It is a one of those things where it's just part of the show. What goes up must come down, but there's always hopefully some higher peaks. So it's one of those days, just a little bit of recorrection, and have to hang in there. But what that does is that makes it a great opportunity for us. It's a great time to come in and find projects at a discounted rate because we are in October. Hey, Richie, nice to meet you. And hello. Thank you for joining. Like I said, I'm quite new to this, so bear with me if I stumble a little bit. My biggest problem is changing the screens and sharing stuff. But yes, anyways. So look, hey, I wanted to go over a few projects that I'm really bullish on. There's a couple meme coins, and then there's also a couple really good utility projects I want to talk about towards the end of this live stream. I just wanted to touch briefly on, let's just show you here. Give me a second. Let's see. There we go. Disco. Disco is one I am incredibly bullish on. It's doing well, even in this terrible market that we're in today with all these down trends. I mean, we're holding really well. We called this back at around a 200K market cap right over here. It's run up. We've made some really good gains. And, of course, there's been a little bit of recorrection here, but it's really holding quite strong. It's finding a really good floor right around this 625, 650 market cap level. And I really think once these markets turn and crypto starts to get a little bit more bullish and we start to see Bitcoin climbing up past all-time highs and Ethereum past all-time highs, we're definitely going to see this really break out and start to run. This is the kind of project I can easily see going into the $8, $9, $10 million market cap as soon as the markets turn. So keep an eye on Disco. This is really one of my favorite Matt Fury plays right now. They have great content. Like I said, I just love their artwork. They're constantly posting. They're getting great engagements. I really love this one. Louis Vuitton. But it's just, I like it. I really do. There's quite a few other YouTubers that are talking about it. And I just love the style. I love the whole humanoid eggplant. It's kind of got that, most of their artwork has got that kind of classic retro vibe and feel, which I just think is really cool. So not financial advice, everybody. I'm just telling you what I see, what I feel, what I think, and what I'm investing in. But I'm holding a nice big bag of Disco because, well, why not? And I like that. I love it. Andrew Tate. So let me know your guys' thoughts on the Disco project or what you think about Matt Fury coins. But for me, I really do like Disco. I think it's just I think it's a great play. Like I said, let's go over here and take a look at, can I find their website? Let's see here. Check it out. Let's just show you quickly their website. I really like their website too. It's very clean. It's kind of a story, like I was showing you guys before. It's got like this whole little subtext below it, like a story of him looking into the water and Pepe comes up behind him. He can't believe it. Like, it's just very interactive and kind of a cool website. I like the colors. It's a very fun vibe. So, and at the end of the day, like I said, a meme coin is only as good as its community. And this is a fast growing community. I think they're up to around 800 holders right now. So it really is growing fast. When we first started talking about this, I think it was like maybe 650 or 700 token holders. So the community is growing fast. And this is key. This is really important, is if it's a fast growing, strong community, because a meme coin is only as good as its community. That's hands down. So if you believe in it, if you like it, if you're committed to it, that's what makes a meme coin successful. So if you look at the post, you look at the engagement, you look at the team posting, all of these things, for me, kind of give me that level of confidence to invest in it. And I see the growth and I see the posts and I see the engagements. And like I said, the Matt Fury narrative, in my opinion, is here to stay. So one of the ones I wanted to show you that kind of I can see this is only a $4.2 million market cap right now, but it ran all the way up here close to $9 million market cap. And of course, the markets have been not the best. So it's been coming to retracing. It looks like it's finding a floor right here, right around that $4.2 million market cap. Once again, I'm pretty sure this thing is going to trade sideways for a while. And when the markets turn good, I'm sure we're going to see some nice movement on the upward side. So Greepy is pretty cool. Matt Fury play as well. But the thing about this, that this is on base, right? So this is a big, it's different. Most Matt Fury coins are on Ethereum. Of course, it's based Ethereum, right? So, but it's a little different. So I don't know how far this can go. I do like it. I like the character. It's fun. But I like Disco more, me personally. That's just my own personal thoughts and opinions. Most of my crypto portfolio right now is in Ethereum plays, just because of the accessibility. And yeah, I don't know. And the liquidity, there's more liquidity on ETH for the most part right now. So, but yeah, just to kind of give you an idea of where I can see Disco going, I can easily see this hitting, those $10 million market cap ranges pretty quickly. I'm not sharing the tab. There you go. I'm back here on Disco. So I was looking here at Disco, and I was like, I easily could see this getting back up into those $10 million market cap ranges. I think pretty soon. That's my own personal thoughts and opinions. So let me just see if there's anybody asking any questions over here. Hey, Crypto Goals. Nice to see you, my friend. Good to see you over here. Thank you for the support. Much love. This is just going to be a really quick live stream today. I just wanted to, like I said, get out there, get my feet wet, and trying to get used to this. I wanted to show you guys a couple other projects that I really love. Like I said, I'm screaming from the rooftops. I love SPX 6969. It's one of those projects. I just like the narrative. It's flipping the stock market. It's got that whole Doge SPX 6900 feel, putting the power in the hands of the people. And what I like about this, it's really been trading sideways. It's really consolidating. I mean, yes, today it dipped down below that 400K market cap. Just look at the markets. It's normal. It's to be expected. But realistically, for the last month and some change, it's just been trading flat, and that's a good thing on a lot of levels because the community is strong. They're posting on X on a regular basis. They're not stopping. The community is growing, right? And it's really one of those things. It's just kind of like the perfect storm. What's going to happen is when Doge and when SPX 6900 really take off, that narrative is going to kick off. And what's going to happen is SPX 6969 is going to follow suit because this isn't a project that's going to rug. It's here. It's holding. It's trading sideways. It's consolidating. And when those other projects, when Doge, when SPX 6900 starts to take off, that's when you're going to see the movement in SPX 6969. So this is why I'm loading up on this project because I see the potential. Right now, Doge is sitting at, let's just take a quick look. Let me just switch over here. So right here, Doge, if you look here, Doge is actually trading at around a $20 million market cap. Okay. So, it's also, it's had some pumps here recently, but it's also down a bit today, but it's trading at a $20 million market cap. And like I said, when I bounce back over here to SPX 6969, it's just been trading flatline. It's trading sideways here, trading sideways, holding, right around that $350,000 market cap, give or take. So when I see that, when I look at that, it's a lot easier for this to do 100x. It needs to get to a $34 million market cap. Okay. And that's 100x. Okay. So when I look at Doge, for example, it's at a $20 million market cap. For this to do 100x, it needs to get to a $2 billion market cap. Okay, so let that sink in. It's a lot easier to take a project and do 100x from a $400,000 market cap to get to a $40 million market cap than it is to take a $20 million project to a $2 billion market cap. Okay, that's the point being. But so why I like SPX is kind of the underdog, right? It's the little brother. Okay, let's call it that way. And when SPX 6900 does well, when Doge does well, SPX 6969 is going to follow suit. Okay. And when the markets really take off and that narrative kicks in, that's why I'm betting on both. I like SPX 6900, but it's too big of a market cap. So I'm definitely holding some Dodge, and I'm holding more SPX 6969 because the rate of return is much greater here on this one than it is on Dodge. So just for full transparency, I'm holding about $4,000 to $5,000 in Dodge, and I'm holding about $6,000 to $7,000 in SPX 6969. Full transparency. That's my bags, and I keep DCAing in, and I'm on to SPX 6969 because I see this as a 100x potential coin. I really do. I see this as that. And I see when I look at something like this, I personally see this as like maybe a 10x 200 million, maybe a 10, maybe a 20x, maybe 400 million if they're lucky. So I would rather 100x my money than 10x my money, right? So that's just my own personal thoughts and opinions on these two coins or on this narrative. But I do like this narrative, and that SPX 6969 is definitely higher ranked on my list for just for the reason of the potential gains that can be made, right? So that's another play I really, really like. And now I told you guys I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about some utility projects that I do like. And Mudo Hub is something that has been on my radar. Now, this thing also has been just trading sideways for over a month, just consolidating this $1.7 million market cap. I mean, it's pretty much flatlined. And they're building and they are developing. And the thing is, let me just show you their website here. I'm not going to do a deep dive on this or anything, but this is a good utility project. It's definitely something that I'm holding for the long haul because this is more of a Web 2 company than a Web 3 company. Okay, they've got big eyes on them, but they are a supplement company to start with, and they also are a DNA testing kit company. Okay, these are huge. So it's about health and personal well-being, but supplements are crazy. I was actually reading some articles and I dug in. Their actual real world asset company is actually valued at around $2 billion with the contracts with different campuses and universities and different things like that. They're creating all of these. They have this Mudo Fight Hub. They're getting all of the fighters from the MMA or whatever it is. I believe they're going to start taking all of their protein powders and all of their different vitamin supplements. And these guys are also using their DNA testing kits to, see what they're deficient in and how they can improve their DNA and improve their longevity and their age and all this kind of stuff. But it's just huge. Like I said, Oxford University is backing them. It's a real company. Okay. And you actually see here like Altcoin Daily. Bunch of people have actually done interviews and have talked with these guys as well. And so this is an interesting one. This to me is a kind of a sleeping giant if you're looking for a utility play. So like for me, what I do is I like to, I love the meme coins. I love them. That's my heart and soul is in the memes. But if I'm looking at investing in like a long-term type thing, these are the kind of plays I'm looking at for long-term. The next one I really like for a long-term utility play is the quantum platform, Quantex. This is a quantum resistance blockchain. And I really love this one as well. This is the kind of thing, like right now it's a $45 million market cap, but it has so much potential. Like it's being a quantum resistant blockchain. The thing is what really, let me open up their website. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me see here. So here we go. The Quan platform. It's layer 1 code in any language, quantum resistant attacks. Okay, so what this is, you can code it any programming language. That's really interesting in itself. But the thing is about the quantum resistant attacks. This is something that's a real thing. This is a real issue, a real problem that is going to be coming to all parts of the world, all aspects, whether it's governments, whether it's crypto projects, and that the thing is that this can be coded on any language. This is also EVM compatible. So any blockchain, when the time comes, once you start to see these quantum attacks on like Ethereum or Bitcoin or any of these other types of chains, they're going to be able to run their platforms like Ethereum through the Quan platform and make Ethereum quantum resistant. And that is where I see the value in this. Now, is Quan going to like blow up tomorrow? No, absolutely not. This is one of those things. It's been around for quite some time, years, and they are they're building huge partnerships. And this is one of those things where I think you could just see it taking off when the quantum resistance thing becomes a bigger narrative. And that's coming. I mean, whether that's in, 6 months or a year or 2 years with AI and everything that's happening, that's going to be an issue. That's going to be a real problem. And I think that's where we're going to see Quan just absolutely shine, and that's going to become something that's like this to me is like, the investing into, the Amazons or the Googles, back in the day when they first launched, right? Like getting in early on those types of projects. Like, but is it a thing that's going to 100x you tomorrow or 10x you in next week or next month? No, absolutely not. This is one of those things where you invest in projects like Disco, right? You make your profits, you make your gains on a project like Disco, right? You make 10, 20x. You invest $1,000 in Disco, you make $20,000 on Disco. You take 5,000 of that and you put it into those nice long-term plays, like, into DNA or into QuantX or something like that. And you forget about it. You just sit those tokens there. You sit them. That's your retirement fund. That's your nest egg. That's your kids' college fund, those types of things. And you got $5,000 to go out and get into more fun degen type of stuff, the next Matt Fury coin, the next pump coin, the next amazing, meme coin that's like fun to be involved in and fun to be a part of their community. So finding that balance, that's, for me, which is really, really important in crypto, is finding that balance between those two worlds, not just being invested in stuffy, boring stuff that's not really moving. It's great to invest in some of those things that you see the long-term potential in. And those are two I find long-term potential in. DNA and definitely in the QuantX platform are two great, I think, long-term type of plays. But they're not places you want to put your money to grow your money quickly, right? If you want to grow your money quickly, right, you get into stuff like Disco, right? You get into these types of projects where you can have some fun, make a quick 10, 20, 30x, put in $1,000, eventually pull out $10,000, $12,000, keep a free moon bag of Disco, take some of those gains, put into some of those long-term plays and projects, and you've got $5,000 to throw into your next meme coin, right? So that's where we're at, and that's what I like to talk about here at Apex Syndicates. That's the kind of things that just really resonates with me, and that's what I like to bring to my community and to my Patreons. So like, if you guys are interested in joining my Patreon, check out the links in the description below. We have a great community over there. We're talking about great calls. We've called some seriously amazing gems. We called Trash Coin at 120K, just to kind of give you an idea. Trash Coin went from 120K market cap to over $15 million. It was over 100x in less than 10 days. Like, insane money was made there. We've called several other projects in our plays. I know we talked about Shitcoin at around a 220K market cap. And that ran all the way up into, what was it? Over 3 million, 3.5 million. Once again, insane gains were made there. So, definitely, if you are interested in like low cap gems, early buy alerts, early calls, getting alpha on great projects, join our Patreon. The link is in the description below. We'd love to have you over there in our TG Telegram chat and be a part of that community. So everybody, like I said, this was just a quick little hello live stream. I have a lot to do today. I got to make some more videos. I got to do a few other things. Got to get the kids. We're going to go swimming in the river here, having some fun and go out with the dogs and, just some family stuff. But I just wanted to make a quick little live stream. I wanted to say hi to everybody, see how you're all doing, check in with you. And like I said, it's also helping me improve and get better at these live streams. It really is, to try to just get a little more comfortable. Like I said, figuring out how to move around on the tabs and everything else like that. So it definitely is helping me. So I appreciate the support. Thank you for the comments, Richie. Crypto Goals, thank you for joining. I appreciate it, guys. It really means a lot to me. Make sure you guys leave some likes, thumbs ups and all that stuff. Helps the algorithm, gets us out in front of more people, helps our community grow. And when we have a stronger, more vibrant community, well, it's just good for everybody. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. Don't forget to smile. Get outside, enjoy life, and look for those amazing opportunities. Like I said, Disco is definitely one not to sleep on. Talk to you all soon. Take care, everybody.